A memory on TV that you had to teach Kobe how to tie a tie. Is there any other stories that come to your mind when it comes to talking about your former teammate?
Uh, Man, Kobe, for some reason, we would always end up in the same place somewhere. But the biggest thing we used to have a lot of laughs is on plane rides. Is myself, Kobe, Shaq, Corey Blunt would have these rap battles about, and you couldn't speak upon anything that wasn't on the plane. So it's Kobe messing with me right now. You couldn't talk about you had to talk about what was on the plane. So if you talk about a car or something like that, you get buzzed out, and nope, you can't talk about that. So you had to talk about people on the plane. So those are some of the things that we hold on to and we cherish about a good person that left way too soon.
How do you think that? How would you feel about if they decided to do this? Not putting a statue of just Kobe, but having him with Gigi in his arms as a father instead of actually the basketball player, because obviously he was a father first.
Right, but he's
Yeah.
it's a great gesture,
Mhm.
and I think that's probably what they'll do, maybe at the Mamba Academy.
Mhm.
But if it's at the Staples Center, yeah, it should be Kobe. I mean, he put in enough work to build that building and take LA to another level as far as basketball wise. I mean, the torch has always been handed down when it comes to the Lakers, from Kareem. I mean, even go back to Jerry West, Chamberlain, Kareem, and Magic and Shaq, Kobe, all of those unbelievable players. Now LeBron, but I think that you know him having himself and what he has done is going to be great.
How do you think the active players can? What do you think they can do to actually help continue his legacy?
Work, his work ethic, his intensity. Sometimes it was misconstrued as being arrogant or cocky or even an a-hole sometimes, but it's just him focusing in, zoning in. I can remember the classic moment where Chris Rock and was trying to mess with him on the bench, trying to talk to him, and he's totally zoned out. Like, I don't hear. He didn't hear Chris. He didn't understand nothing that Chris was going on. His focus on what he had to do on that basketball court, getting his rest for that timeout, and can't wait to get back out there. So, if any player wants to, show any tribute, they can do it by working hard and zoning in like Kobe did.
Obviously, he was an advocate for women's basketball
Mhm.
because she's always been, but really in the most recent years because of Gigi.
Yeah.
How do you feel like maybe the retired or could actually help push that on a we can't speculate that he was possibly going to be an owner, but maybe that was maybe where he was headed. Maybe what are your thoughts about moving players helping on that side of things? Because obviously
Yeah.
they lost a big supporter over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought that women could focus in more, especially when it came to sports. They had a lot more focus than men. I don't know if that's a gender thing or not. I just always thought that's what the situation was. It's just obviously the physical side of it. Men are were better physically wise, but I thought mentally they can lock in and then pain tolerance and fatigue and all that other stuff. They can lock in more and more precise. So I think that's what really drew him to not only his girls but other female athletes as well. I think it was, it might have been destined for him to own his own team, maybe even purchase the Sparks or try to help that out. Pushing it, I thought it was a great thing to the collective bargain agreement was reached and get the girls, the women, more dollars for their abilities. I just always thought it was a shame that even we didn't even get to see the greatness of Cynthia Cooper. We didn't get to see the greatness of Cheryl Miller, which I think is the greatest women's basketball player ever to roam this planet. Because they had, she didn't want to go overseas and play because that was the only place for a pro basketball player for females to go to get some money. But this may be the advocate. This may be the push to really show, how big it can be. I always thought that 80,000 people showing up for an NCAA tournament, you got the fan support there, the market for it. It's so hard to compete in the summertime with the weather, sunshine outside and all that. You want to try to experience that as much as possible, and So hopefully, this is a great kickstart to what is to come.
Do you have any plans to, I guess, help keep his memory going from your personal standpoint, being that you were a teammate of his, ex-player, you're in the media now, things of that nature?
Well, Kobe's a family member to us, and when you lose a family member, it's really difficult. Remembering him is going to be easy. Just like I said, everybody has a little bit of Kobe in them, the way they work. So we can just continue to tell the stories, display the films, and say his name every time you shoot. Kobe.
Thanks.
Hey there, NBA fans. For exclusive NBA content, subscribe to Fanatics View YouTube down below.